So maybe they can bring that level into this map and move forward, but it is the pick of the Thieves. It is Inferno, a classic ground for these boys. And can they keep it going? Can they 2-0 and take a big lead in the grand final? We'll have to wait and see, but we're right on in, and the confidence, it just keeps flowing.
Look at him go.
Yeah, there was a triple B setup here as well. So Serato is the only A player. And did he just get dinked by his teammate? Oh my goodness. Well, luckily enough, Serato and Henny have got this back under control. Serato with a great start, but Grat has wrapped through the library. Oh, he's given away the aim of the game. Now they know he's here. Henny spots him as well. Jacob is fighting his own fight inside of the A site. They are separated. They are split up. Jacob and Grat would have been oceans apart, but now they are entire bomb sites apart. Grat wrapping in, but not able to deal with Henny, and it is all going to fall to Jacob in a 1v3. This was a good start for the Thieves. JKS opened the round up, but they wrapped along the one place that had someone from FURIA occupying it. And now it all falls onto one man. The Aussies never rooted for Norway so hard in their life. There's the opener from Jacob, and he's looking to follow up, but Yuri just jiggling the angle, swings Jacob in with another, and now just Vinny left to beat, but Vinny is there. Standing tall, puts that first on the board for FURIA. Still, from a 2-on-4 to a 1v1. A nice try from the Thieves.
Yeah.
But it is FURIA getting off to the good start here on Inferno.
That was so close. Grat with his wrap on CT, he went all the way round once he gave up his position. And even though he killed, I think it was Serato, Henny was on like 10 health. He took a shot, but still didn't die. We've got the force in, we got the techs out, and lots of MP9s for FURIA.
I feel like the tech rush, sort of an homage, like our homage here to the 100 Thieves. Former Vox and Renegades lineup. Now Liaz leading the charge, almost has two of these Tech 9s. Wow. They can't get it done here in this round. And Vinny on for an ace. Art not going to let that happen.
Yeah, Vinny was playing anti-flash, so, you know, while there were players running away, Art with his back turned and trying to escape, Vinny comes in from the sandbags to help. So there is some value with a triple B setup there. It doesn't fall apart for FURIA. We look to pick up the pieces that were shattered over on Nuke. This CT side, a lot better though.
So I mentioned how in regulation, that was Grat's best performance back on Nuke. That was his highest performance of all time versus top 30 teams. But it just happened on Nuke. That's kind of wild, right? If he can try and bring that same energy here, this is going to be one very exciting grand final indeed. We've got a triple banana set up again for FURIA. His nades doing a lot of early damage, particularly to Liaz, and they've even got one more waiting in the wings. Liaz also throwing nades to help FURIA, apparently, and then gets found through the smoke.
Armor.
Oof. It is only pistols, though. This was never a round that 100 Thieves were dead set on winning. That's going to come in the next. Now, we've seen Inferno appear a lot in series between these teams, right? They've played it 4 times total in like the last year, roughly, and it's been 2 for 2, tit for tat on either side. But most recently, Inferno has come up in favor of FURIA. That was, of course, in the Pro League Grand Finals. FURIA were able to take him down 16-10. Jacob and Azza pushing in towards the top of Banana. They've got JKS waiting in the wings as well, while Graz Faction is alone in top mid. And his journey there is short-lived. Now these Deagles might just get farmed up by Art and Vinny, who wait on the other side of the sandbags. That's a missed Molotov from Art, and JKS keeps the pressure on, but only for a moment. 4 in the round again for Vinny as he's up 9-0. This is a pretty decent recovery from Vinny in particular, who's having a lights-out start to this game.
Yeah, let's hope he doesn't start pulling out the auto sniper. Was the undoing of FURIA back on Nuke. Not as clear cut as that, but didn't really find any action. 9-0. Thieves with guns though, this is what we've been waiting for. Tech Force does nothing. Eco is the same. Henny saves Art's life right down mid with the AWP pick, who will back up and get out there alive. Henny with a double. And boy, some trouble for the Thieves. 3-on-5, splitting up. It's JKS in the apartments, but he looks away. Oh, Yuri didn't see him. He wasn't up the stairs enough. So JKS, in a sense, behind enemy lines, he could pounce onto this A site, although he doesn't know it. Still 3 on B. He's been spotted by Henny. They're going to come in, could finish the job. Oh, very close. There's the wraparound. Yuri deals with it instead. That's an AK upgrade as well. FURIA playing bonus, but right now getting all the guns. And 2 left up for the T side, just waiting.
The As will deal with Vinny over here at Banana, and that's going to force Art to come back from his rotate over at this A site. But Gratisfaction still holding on to the top of mid. Now, if 100 Thieves do end up committing into A, they're going to be heading into a stacked bomb site. They drop this smoke over towards Arch, and that will allow the cross into CT, but Serato is here, ready and waiting. Grat actually looking like he wants to go through this smoke. Oh, and now he knows there's a man in the pit, but he gets spotted in return. Damage to Yuri, but not the killing blow they were hoping for. Smoke and a flash to try and close the gap, and that's Grat wrapping onto Henny. Knows about the man in the pit, but doesn't know about Serato, who's pushing into the site from behind, but Gratisfaction gets it down to a 1v2. There's a long rotate from Art all the way through Banana, and that leaves this 1v1 open, but Serato is determined to not give it over.
Oh.
So Art is here, Grat with 1, but so close. Not close enough as Art arrives in time, and that was very well played between Art and Serato. A lot of restraint showing from Serato in not taking a fight, not giving over that 1v1, and waiting till he had the trade available.
And you want to talk about the restraint? They are looking hot to trot right now. FURIA just trying to keep up with pace here, which is not something that they're used to doing. That round goes to them. Now, I'm pretty sure that gentleman in the top right is drinking orange juice. Everybody's taking a little sniff there. Does it pass the smell test? And I'm thinking it might. Now, just on top of that, the eye test might tell you that the answer is not there for the 100 Thieves in this match so far, in this map, rather. They straight up wrecked FURIA in the first one, and now they're down 4-0. Now, that's a good shot to run away with.
Yeah, they're trying to swarm into this A site. And they've only got Yuri left to get past, but he is down in the pit, a good position to hold on from. However, Grat's going to best him with the Tech 9. Bomb now planted at a 2-on-4 for FURIA. Everyone is low. However, just the numbers alone might be enough to entice a save, especially if an opening fight does not go FURIA's way. They see that smoke come out from the pit, but Grat, oh, timing's everything, and Gratisfaction straight up nails it on the opener. That's an AWP in his hands now as well. And Vinny is tucked in at the hay bales. Oh my goodness. He lets one go. Now deals with Grat. They're wondering, how is he even here? Trying to get into the site, but he's sandwiched by Azza in the pit. And with 1 point of health, Vinny shut down. It's a partial investment victory for the 100 Thieves. And Gratisfaction doubling up, not wanting the AWP, instead puts it in Jacob's hands. Now, we've seen Jacob donning this AWP more and more. He has got, like, I did look at this the other day. AWPing is not something that we ever really see.
That's just never in his hands for
never, right? He's got like one of the lowest AWP kill counts out of pros in top 30 teams. But we've seen him donning this gun more and more as of late.
And why not? I mean, now is your time to kind of shine, right? When we talk about putting yourself up there on a billboard, and if what Chad said is true and what we're kind of all led to here is that the 100 Thieves, what's left of them, won't be sticking around as a unit. So obviously you're going to want to part yourself out. You're going to want to show that you have the capable skill set all around. Grenade from the top of Banana lands right onto Art with one of those blessed AWPs. And here comes Azza.
Oh. Jacob's AWP did look so good in that series against Team 1 yesterday. Lots of multi-kills. Arts will not be up for the task, though. Do they check Vinny? A third player at this B bomb site, peeking on the corner, and that's baiting Azza out, but he's still not falling for it. Backing out in the smoke. Vinny does win the battle out. There's a trade, but Liaz caught with a Glock in hand. Grat needs that kill, and he does open up B. Holding apps is JKS, and that is so grimy. 3-on-1 now. The retake is shut down. It's just Yuri, and the bomb's even still holding the flank. Jacob making sure they're not being wrapped. JKS calls it's clear, and Yuri moves in off the back of the plant. Can he stop it? Yes, with the spray, almost taking down Grat. 5 health the difference, and 2 rounds on the board.
And look how far away JKS was right there. That would have been hell on earth to try to recover.
Yeah, to give you an idea of how little we see Jacob use the AWP, right? He's got, in total, 119 AWP kills. Now, with the AK-47, he's approaching 8,000. And even if you look at guns like the Mag 7, he's got more Mag 7 kills than he does AWP kills, 125 on the Mag 7.
You're saying we just need to round up, basically, his AWP kills to his import, or his rifle kills.
It's just wild that, like, this is something that we've seen happen more and more, you know? Like, it really not someone... Well, you know, like, normally when you say we don't normally see this guy AWPing, at least they have some kind of tenure on it more often than not. But with Jacob, that just doesn't exist. And yet, we see him get past this AWP a hell of a lot, especially now in this grand final. The most shocking is that he's taking it over Grat. 100 Thieves, they're walking into a full B stack here. But only up against USPs, it might not be the end of the world. They've got this little Astralis boost down in the pit, and that's been spotted by Azza, but he just takes the free kills, mowing them down. It's all left onto Art with a USP, and this should be a dead set lock-in at this point. It's all about how expensive can Art make it, and the answer is not very. 1 kill found in the round, and that's the extent of it. 100 Thieves putting 3 on the board. Investment coming through for FURIA. Not going to feature that AWP, though.
Given how good Grat's rifling was on Nuke, right? Like, I'm not surprised to see this all too much, as weird as it is. Like, he didn't even need to buy up the AWP, and as you said, he was waiting until he died, and he didn't die. After the first 4 rounds, he didn't die until the end of the half, so yeah, that certainly helps. 100 Thieves, building and building some more into the T side of this map. Feeling good. Vinny on the P90 as well. He had it once last map, playing close on the corner. Jacob mollied out, has to run back. Spreads up the logs. A wildfire in the banana. Jacob going back for more. The remollied and naded. Nowhere is safe from the utility of FURIA. He's going to flash Azza through, and he's already there with the kill. I think that may have even been a team flash from the likes of FURIA. Nonetheless, the nade will finish the job. Azza traded by Liaz. And now 1 more man on B. Off and 3 here for FURIA. Liaz is ready for it. And that's just another clean round for the 100 Thieves. FURIA should be looking to save. They've got no way back into this round and no kit, even if they considered it. Bomb planted and 4 up for the Thieves in both players and rounds.
Oh my, this is a full turnaround as well, right? This was 4-0 for FURIA to begin this, and then the rifles have come out. Well, actually, it all started with that partial buy, you know, where they run down the A site with Tech 9s. Still holding on to the same AWP that they picked up in that round. They keep 4 alive here, and they're even hunting down these saving FURIA players.
Doing it quietly, though. So for now, I'm pretty sure we're going to see the fight. Yeah, there goes Grat. And again, no real harm done here, not to the bank. At least for the 100 Thieves. And as I understand, Nade Shot is watching the game. Hello, Nade Shot. From these 2 guys from England, I'm from America. And that is kind of a cool little tidbit for all of you COD fans to grab onto.
Yeah, it's one way to go out with a bang, right? These Thieves right now. Building back into their map pick in this series, one of many. And I think we're going to have a long BO5 here as well. This isn't going to be a clean sweep either way. Liaz flashed through. Does pick Yuri at the top of mid, but K-Serato pushed down on the bench trades. 2 guns in this round. Make that 1. Art's not even got armor behind it, and no one can pick that one back up. It's a 3-on-3. Up B they go. Trading pistols, but you've got to run. That's the key, because Thieves are already heading up towards this site. Art may be here in time, but very limited weaponry, no utility to hold off against this push.
Oh, that's a good start, though. And now the swing from Art does damage. In the blink of an eye, it's all left onto JKS. And Vinny just toying with him. The Deagle of Vinny proves to be too strong. And FURIA with 2 rifles in the round. They snatch 1 away from the maws of 100 Thieves. 5 on the board for FURIA. As the double M4 pistol purchase. I say purchase, you know, the M4 was saved. Finds success in that round there. Vinny having an absolutely great game. He's just 3 kills away, I'm pretty sure, from outdoing his performance on Nuke.
Ooh. He was 9-0 a minute ago. Still keeping it up despite some lost rounds found, and he's building a little bit. No AWP in this one, though. It was secured by FURIA at the end of the round. Art's been handed that on this triple B setup that has been consistent for FURIA. Even in the late round as well. It's not like they've been doing the standard, which is go triple B, drop your nades, send a rotate off. Now, they've been staying here, and that's something that Thieves could maybe use to their advantage moving forward. Art with a missed shot goes aggressive. Grat going to try and look for more with a flash in. The bombs drop. Vinny can try and hold on, but he's white as well. There's so much utility, and Azza with a double entry. B is theirs again, and that's a locked-in round. The 100 Thieves don't care that they're walking into bomb sites with stacks. They're just winning them every single time.
Yuri just wants to stay alive, just wants to keep this M4 in play. But even then, JKS, one of the best that Australia has to offer, is on the scene to try and hunt him down. And Yuri looking away at just the wrong timing. JKS removes that one attempt at the save. And if they'd held on to that, they could have had a buy here, right? With Henny and Henny and Art, both having so much money. They could have dropped guns around and bought something to the table here. It's either going to be one of these famed FURIA like hero gun rounds where you force buy, you throw like an AWP into play. They actually have money for 2 of them if they really wanted to commit to it.
And that guy is actually upside down, probably watching from Australia, if I had to guess. Gets me every time, Hugo.
They do go for this hero AWP on ARP. It's a bit of a classic for FURIA. He's looking to get a pick down at Banana, and Grat, I think he saw something there. He's very, very intrigued at what the top of the half wall has to offer. Peeking over with this AWP.
The jump on Vinny's head.
Oh, not anymore. He's not, as Liaz. Even more damage done to Art through the smoke. And while this is happening, Jacob and JKS have been dispatched to get info about this A-bomb site. They're going to get shot in the back. Serato never even knows what hit him. And up in the apartments, there is still Yuri. Jacob didn't see him on the jump across, so this could maybe play into the round a little bit later, but Yuri's got to go absolutely huge if he wants to be the difference maker. That's a nice shot onto Grab, but now they know he's here. That element of surprise is now gone. And Art's just holding on to the AWP. You can't even blame him, right? Like, he's not attempting this, effectively having a retake in this 1v4 if he were to try and swing in. And so Yuri's just trying to get out of there.
Yeah, it's not like there's any guns anywhere, though. The only weapon dropped is going to be on Grat in the pit. So Yuri doesn't really want to save a P250, but not really much else he can do. He gave up his position in ult. He dinked Jacob exiting through the apartments. That's exactly where 100 Thieves are going as well, keeping their guns and finding a 6th. Jacob even has Julies as well. Planning for any occasion. Right now, planning for celebration.
We know those dualies. They really are what take you to the next level. Just superb performance here from 100 Thieves across the board, and you have to commend them for that. Regardless of the situation, you have to think these guys are all in and they're having a good time doing it. And, well, lo and behold, it's working.
Yeah, they finally read into that triple B as well, right? They wrap long, they know it's empty. FURIA playing tucked in the site, in the pit, in the graveyard, or in the apartments rather. And yeah, 100 Thieves just contact play up long for free, get so much real estate, and the round off the back of it this time, FURIA 4B, that's the solution. And often when they've had 3 here, it's not been much of a help anyway. Jacob could take so much room here in middle. We've got double or P90 buy for FURIA. Jacob moved up further and deeper than maybe FURIA expect.
Oh, it's all about being ready for Henny. Henny's not ready for him, though. The AK trying to chase it down, but Henny replies. And the rest of the Thieves sent back from B thanks to that Molotov. Liaz is holding for the AWP re-peek. Vinny tucked into the corner with a P90. The flash is good. Vinny mollied out, and they know he's here because of that smoke dropping. Vinny removed by Liaz. There is a rotation into this B site. It's a double AWP B hold. You do not see this often. Henny and Art, unconventional means to try and find this round. Art gonna get stuck in, not waiting around, not sitting on his laurels, instead trying to be proactive with this AWP, but Azza sneaking down beneath him. Art does delete Grab, and there's Azza down from underneath with a double from down under. Bomb plant found, and FURIA having to save again in a 2-on-3 retake. 100 Thieves onto 7, And once more, this was a 4-0 start for FURIA, right? You look at it through that lens, and suddenly this 7-5 scoreline is that much more impressive.
Yeah, that wall smoke is so good for the Thieves to get up into the site. And that's like the first time we've actually seen FURIA try and hold B. Often it's been them playing banana and dying at the top, or at least getting traded at the top of B around the car area. So for a change, it's the orbs in the site, but he's playing aggressive. He gets caught by players pushing up close to the smoke. And then Henny just overwhelmed by Azza with a double. Great T-side right now. And like the one worry in my head coming into this map is the fact that not only did we see FURIA get a bit of a warm-up at the end of Nuke, but the T-side for the 100 Thieves, right? They had to fight kind of hard to close that map, even though it did end dominantly with like the 13-2 half, still FURIA finds 7 in a row on the CT side. But right now, the defense is netting nothing on this map. The Thieves have answers for everything. 7-5, another broken buy. FURIA keeping some money for a rainy day. And 4 on B, as is tradition.
Four at B for FURIA. They are very, very aware that this B site has been problematic. And so the idea is, the more bodies you have here, the more chances you have to keep the round in your favor. This stack is not something that 100 Thieves look ready for. And as they boost a man over, it's Grab boosting Liaz. They're not ready for how many lie on the other side. Vinny once again digging down 2. Jacob gets the better of him, but this is where the triple stack can wreak havoc. They are not ready for Art, who swings from the sandbags. Azza, trying to get that trade, just decides to concede banana for now, and that's going to trigger the rotation of Henny back towards this A site. Yuri has been waiting all round down in the pit, and Azza holding on for any banana aggression that's just not going to come through from FURIA. If 100 Thieves do double back into A, they are once again going towards the more stacked out of these two sites.
From this position, Azza can potentially bait Henny off of a rotation, right, with Util up towards B, or do they want to keep up the silent streak, walking up mid? Art at the back of B, no info. Henny's trying to get some in mid. Oh, he just ran away. He didn't see. He has no idea, and he thinks it's B. This is perfection for the 100 Thieves. 15 seconds, though. Molly and nade for the pit. Do they want to clear Yuri, or do they just want to entry it silent? That Molotov comes down. Yuri going to fight Azza. That's the bomb dropped. Even if he dies, he might have just done his job. JKS has time to plant with the Henny's rotation coming in early, but we know FURIA have been good at playing this together on the retakes, not giving up the one-on-ones. That's exactly what Henny's going for, but JKS isn't ready, and he's going to close out the round on his own. That got very scary. But a round is a round, and FURIA take it, a sixth after one hell of a streak from 100 Thieves.
Yeah, they've done a lot of damage here on their T side. Now, you know, oddly enough, there was a time frame. There was a very small time frame when Henny was donning the 100 Thieves jersey. It was a very small window. This didn't really last that long, but it's just kind of strange when you look back at it all now and you see how it's all unfolded. Just a brief little history lesson for you all.
And now they got the double orb. Back in business. And 100 Thieves with no interest. Well, Grat wants, Grat gets, and more AKs out. Back up mid, more utility in the B-bomb site, and 100 Thieves finally up against a really good buy, right? But there's been a lot of, you know, half buys back and forth for FURIA, saving for orbs. But now the util keeps 100 Thieves back in the T-ramp. That's fine, they respect it, and they come in late. Art with the jump, spots them. No scope through the smoke perhaps, but he backs up as the nades hit the corner. Kind of trapped to this point. There's no Molotov keeping him penned in, but there it is. He's got to make a decision, and it's back to the B-bomb site, back to safety as he concedes banana.
An early Molotov up towards top B as well, tagged Queserato down to 28 HP. So he's very, very low in this round. And Art's not faring much better. Three-man stack once again at B, and holding for the boost is Art. That's big brain. Removes Liaz, takes him out of the round. He's given some key entries to the 100 Thieves as Liaz. Losing him early on. Up on the balcony as well is Yuri. So often been down in the pit, and you can see that's the fight that JKS is anticipating. It's the wide swing from Yuri that blindsides Jacob. This has at least kept R over towards this A site, and that is not where this play is looking to end up for the Thieves. They throw this utility into B, but a re-smoke down at the top of Banana has denied this presence, has denied the push for 100 Thieves. And now, while there were only 2 here, there is 3. K Serato boosted up by R. Azza is going to check it, gets the better of K Serato, and has got the ball rolling on the B play, but R coming in from CT with that AWP, blindsiding Azza, leaving it on Gratisfaction and JKS. And with 7 seconds left, there's certainly no time left in the round, so Gratz just saving this AK. A slow round for 100 Thieves. And a really, really key factor there was that those B players, they rotate R off, and he'd already used his utility. He was the guy who was meant to be at the top of B. And so then they bring K Serato back round. He drops that smoke in the top of Banana as 100 Thieves throw their nades to execute into the site, and they just can't go. And the moment they lose Azza, it's like, well, that's it. The round's all said and done. FURIA tie us up, moving into round 15. Last round of the first half.
Oh, back to a fast beast. Thieves are going to smoke the molly and go right through it. This is dangerous and is coming at a cost of health. Grat burns out Henny, who also will get traded in the process. That's a weird trade, but still one that favors the Thieves up towards B, albeit low HP. Are going to re-aggress. He sees the bomb. Can't do anything about it, though. Vinny, nice tap from CT, and R can't hit a shot. There were 2 there, and they both come through with entries. 1 man left to the B-bomb site, but if you're the Thieves, you're expecting it as well. Checking the corners, and Azza deals another blow. It's just Yuri in a 1-on-3 for the half.
Yeah, so often, right? It's just been the last guy in from that A pit, having to rotate into B now, into a 1v3 clutch. You're asking a lot of Yuri. He has delivered like moments like this before. That molly forces Liaz out, and he was hoping that was going to give him an opener, but instead he takes matters into his own hands. Now both these players are low for the Thieves. This is not an easy 2v1, but the flash is good from Azza, and it's 8 on the board for the Thieves. They narrowly win out this first half from 0-4 down to 8-7 at the end of the first half of Inferno. This grand final is heating up. It's competitive, and this is the place you want to be.
Every night I wonder, will it ever end? Sometimes I can barely breathe, dear. Sometimes I don't wanna be here. Sometimes I don't wanna be here. Will you follow me under? Sometimes I don't wanna be here.
Shadows, I've come to make a name, ready for battle, 'cause I got a throne to claim. Think that I'll crumble, I'll show you a mistake. Where you see me coming, better run for cover, 'cause I'm not slowing down, I'm never going under. I survived the pain, I know it made me stronger, so meet the monster. I gave the gun.
would think that this crew has been through hell and back, and I don't necessarily think that's the case. But they are coming alive here. We are in the second map of the series, ladies and gentlemen. This is a best-of-5 grand final. In the first map, if you blinked, you missed it. It was FURIA getting trounced on by 100 Thieves. Now things have started to return back to normality here at the Intel Extreme Masters, New York 2020. 8-7 first half. Thieves up by 1. Let's see what they've got in a CT-sided pistol round.
Jacob fighting at Banana. And he's trying to bait them into this triple setup, the same kind of setup that betrayed 100 Thieves time and time again on these B stacks when they were on the T side. Well, now they're trying to do it back to FURIA, give them a taste of their own medicine, and that's quick from Jacob, my goodness. And he gets deleted, and Jacob's in with another. Can he get any more? He does get dinked, and that's his signal to get out of there, but he loses Azza and JKS. So a 3-on-3. FURIA, do they want to commit to this B site? They know that Jacob's here, but they've bought him down low. They line up the utility, smoke for CT, smoke for coffins. And so that's going to leave Jacob to have to fight alone, flashed, blind as ever. K Serato deals with him. Liaz and Grat left in the retake, a 2-on-3.
Tries to stop the plant, but Yuri covering 2 in the pool and 1 in the banana, instantly re-picking it. Oh, of course, as FURIA chase them down. Classic FURIA style, not giving any room, any time for the Thieves to get acclimatized to that B site. And 8-8. A game on our hands indeed. Close to the first half, but now FURIA looking to get back in the lead. It's going to be a force buy for the CTs. Lots of util as well. You're able to stall things out with those smokes. Obviously 2 nades rather. Lobbing them down banana. FURIA, 4 rifles, not messing around. But obviously all the more upgrades for 100 Thieves if they can get an upset here. And we have seen our fair few force by wars already go their way. But Yuri, 1 in mid, dink down low. Grat can't finish the job. The nade might. But just dodged. Azza grabs something, a smoke from the body of his teammate, but it's not really going to matter. Still 4 smokes to stall out this mid play though, and FURIA with the bomb up top B, with Jacob playing passive as well, they could just walk into the site and there'd be very little to stop them.
I feel like we've just seen the frequency of these smoke delay play force buys that used to be so common on Inferno kind of fall off a bit. I feel like I haven't seen as many of these. But that's what 100 Thieves are trying to do right now. Just use this utility to waste time on this clock and force FURIA at like the 20, 30-second mark to have to commit, be it through smokes or just with very little time left. There's more utility going into B. And nobody here has any smokes left to put a stop to it. Grat re-smokes the top of mid. And so now for FURIA, they were looking like they wanted to hit A after faking the B site. That smoke you thought might deter them, might slow them down, but it hasn't. Grat hidden in boiler room, and they run past him. He's playing a timing game as he lets everyone go by, get down short, but he walks with his back turned into Vinny. And so sadly, that attempt at delaying it, trying to play the timings, doesn't work for Grat.
Yeah, there was a chance.
Just the save.
There was a real chance to come out boiler right there and perhaps find 1 or at least cause some chaos and confusion within that site. That's not the case. Henny, real close on B. So the 100 Thieves have to tuck in real tight. There we go. Jacob, very, very last millisecond of the round, pulling off a deagle kill into Henny. There's our fan cams. You can see everyone acting like wildlings as, well, as you would guess. That is IEM.gg/fancam. They're probably full now, but you're more than welcome to try to jump in.
Q's out the door, around the block.
Digital block. Let's see who's going to do the digital dash. 3 towards banana for FURIA. Look at all of the utility being used here. Mind you, 100 Thieves No rifles, no SMGs in this round. Hell, not even a kit. But they're going to try to use some of that Inferno magic to drop some smokes here where necessary. Grat coming off with a nice shot on a Yuri. And that begins to make things look doable.
It's still looking like a B execute for Furia. They're going to throw one smoke and hope to bait out another bit of util for 100 Thieves before they commit with an actual execute. They've done that at least. All the grenades gone. Grat yet to aggress for this rifle in the apartments. Now he will. And he's going to... Oh, it's actually only a Mac 10 as well. The lurk didn't really have a lot, so it's not even a big pickup for 100 Thieves. They still have 3 on this B bomb site. Maybe there's a chance to make things interesting here with all of their armored players in the right place. They got to get through the guns of Furia. Smokes back in. Molotovs to follow. Cutting off the new box. And here come Furia. JKS burnt into the open. Azza flashed through. It's a great flash, but he can't find a kill off of it. And Jacob is now all this stands at the back of the bomb site. They're going to chase him down. Keserato pushing in. And that should be the round, right? Grat with nothing to play with. Liaz gone for Banana in an instant. And the Mac 10, even with low players... They're all ready for it. They're all watching it. They won't let them get it back into the fray. 10-8 here for Furia. Going about their business, but now comes the buy from 100 Thieves. Now comes their chance to turn things right back around.
Liaz, the one guy with a kit in this round. As the buy's back for 100 Thieves, and they want to hit the ground running here, right? The last thing you want is a slow start. Furious money. Their confidence all just starts to spiral out of control. That's how they tie this up. That's how they get their way. Through the smoke, JKS dealing with Keserato, and in the meantime, Azza puts up one in the top of mid as well. So out of the gate, immediately, this is a 5-on-3 in favor of the 100 Thieves.
Wow. Nice entry. Art going in on his own, the hero into this B site, and with the CT player dead, the jump might have given him away there. Grat's going to be a little more ready on the angle. If he didn't jump, that would have been a very sneaky play, but trying to maneuver his movement, and caught out by Grat is Henny going above the boxes. That's a weird one for Furia. Looked like it could have been really good, but falls apart in an instant. A is empty, but Vinny doesn't know.
Yeah, this still could get out of hand, though. The only man who's remotely nearby is Azza, and he's got 19 HP, which means even to this little gross Galil, it's a one-shot. Plus, Vinny has been giving us a very good game of CS today. Oh, as he tries to go through CT, that could be his downfall. If he doesn't check, Azza's got it dead to rights. And so 100 Thieves, the rifles come out. They get their first on the board right away. And that's exactly what they needed to do. Because look at what the investment's going to be for Furia. Vinny can drop one over at the very, very least. So they're going to have 4 rifles here. But I think they are going to be lacking on at least one of these players. Orp out as well. That was something we saw purchased up before we got the replay. And yeah, you know, Vinny downgrading onto a Galil, so not the end of the world. Keserato in that same boat. But if 100 Thieves win this round, that's how they blaze this trail to taking the lead in the second half of play.
Oh, Grat in the mid-smoke. Is he going to go and do something outlandish? Azza has a re-smoke ready, so Grat denied by his in-game leader. Jacob, top of B, Art's posted. The swing, and a miss for Art. Jacob with an opening kill traded, but right into B goes Henny. They're going to commit off of the pick. The smoke is good, but JKS low on ammo, and they push on the reload. Vinny taking Grat down in mid in the meantime, but they've still bailed out of that B site as a result. Liaz catches Yuri with nades and still holding on to A on his own. Moto smoked off, and he's going to choose to give it up. Does he want to fight back in with his own utility or play retake with his team? The flash is good. Liaz is in a great position right now, and he might have Vinny dead to rights. That's one from the apartments, though. Liaz drops out to join his teammate. And this bomb is taking time, right? This is a B play initially. Furia almost pushed in through the smoke to commit into JKS, who has rotated right back and actually making a misread as Furia go quiet. He's gone B.
Oh, no. Liaz is left alone. He has got big boots to fill, all alone in the A site. Liaz.
9 bullets.
Yeah, 9 bullets to get 3 kills. That's 3 bullets a kill is what he needs to put up. My goodness, he's not giving himself the best odds. Getting spam now. They hear the dink. They know he's there. And that's the death certificate signed for Liaz. The spam guaranteeing that kill. And FURIA with the bomb plant. JKS going to be kicking themselves. They misread that situation. That tiny little lull in the action that FURIA leave causes 100 Thieves to doubt their decision to have that many players in the A site.
I don't even blame them there as well, right? Like, just off of the fact that FURIA was so deep in A, but then stop after losing Vinny, and combined with the information that FURIA were at top B earlier, they were getting that pick, and they almost wanted to commit. It's a fair assumption to make if you are 100 Thieves. Now, I mean, really, even if JKS was there, 2 health, Liaz got wall banged out, for crying out loud. So that looked like a FURIA round through and through, and they do get it done under the rug, up to 11. 1 rifle round for the Thieves, immediately responded. Talk about the money breaking for FURIA. Well, that is no longer in sight. It's the Thieves with economical woes. This map just getting edged that little bit further in favor of the Brazilians.
$11-9. FURIA definitely had something up their sleeves in this BO5. It all started here. They were saving all their strats on nuke for Inferno. It's actually not how that works. I think you get what I'm saying here. Art. AWP out front. Speaking of out front, JKS.
Ooh.
And Jacob dealing a lot of damage down the ramp.
Yeah, this early ramp utility has been really good for 100 Thieves in this round. Not only did it delay FURIA, right, leaving them, right? You look at the clock, you think about how fast FURIA likes to play. Well, so much time has passed and they're still stat T-spawn. They haven't really been given any opportunity to move thanks to that double molly down banana and top mid. And it's brought Art and K-Serato low in the process. So this is going to force FURIA to be a little bit more measured out of the gate. And now with just a minute left, FURIA still at T-ramp. Looking like they might want to group up over towards this B site. And if that happens, it's unfortunate for JKS. They've boosted up Grat in the top of mid, and he's seen that nothing is here. So hopefully that calls for some rotations B-ward for 100 Thieves, because right now, it's still only JKS here. And he's getting rushed down. FURIA are not respecting that smoke. They go right through the molly, forcing JKS out into the open. And now he's got to make his last stand, only good for 1, as K-Serato gets the trade. Jacob on rotate, damage to Art, and doubling up in the process. 3-on-2 retake for 100 Thieves. They wait for Liaz to join them. And now they look to group up and go in together.
Yeah, the trades look good for the 100 Thieves on the other side of this retake. They're going to go for it. No reason not to. Vinny, Henny, set up in the site, crossfiring one another.
Oh, the molly. Oh, and the flash. What great utility for 100 Thieves as well. FURIA used that Molotov at the end of the first half as well to even force Liaz out. But this time, it's the Thieves finding the favor. Push players out, the flashes keep them blind, and 100 Thieves run right back into that B site, 10-11. And even with the plant, questions being drawn about FURIA's economical state. That being said, we know this team like to buy at any given occasion, any opportunity. And so I don't think we're going to see all too much hesitation here. Pistols out, maybe a hero rifle could be bought, but they want to save money on this T side nonetheless. You have that lead, you can still give away 11 at this point. Orbs out for Grat as well. We haven't seen a lot of it in this series, but we've been missing it. And he shows us why. Opening kill to Henny, flashed out of mid, but the smoke keeps FURIA back.
Ooh, Alza flashed out of mid. He never even saw them leave it. And so they might be closer than he's ready for. He just gets around the corner in time, and Grat missing a timing there. And again, misses it. Very unfortunate for Grat. Doesn't know that they're this close at long. Jacob moving in, might discover it. And at the same vein, you know, FURIA just checked this as well. So they are not ready for the re-peek from Jacob. Locking this round in surely, right? There's the peak. Vinny will get the best of him. Grat here doesn't want to give the AWP over. And oh dear, K-Serato grabbing the AWP, but not able to get out of there. And so the round snatched back by 100 Thieves. They tie us up at 11-11 again, and Inferno remains close as ever, just hanging in the balance as we get later and later into this game.
Some smart play there from the 100 Thieves, though. Sometimes you just got to think it out.
Triple B. JKS moving through as well. He could just try and smoke off the bottom of Banana and cut them out. Seems to be the plan. Mike's going through a smoke or two, and we'll do exactly that. Pushing right in. JKS in the last few bullets finds that kill. They line up in the nade. Jacob's still here to party with one, but only one. Could have been a lot more. They had knives out. FURIA committing into B by the looks of things, waiting out that Molotov. But XX smokes down as a spotted. He has one bit of utility to stall them out after that Molotov, but they could just go right through if the smoke doesn't come in. He's going to get flashed for a fight. Grat lining it up. That's a great flash. Yuri's so blinded. His team bail backwards as they can't see either. There is a trade into B, but that CT smoke's fading.
Oh no, Grat bails them out, saves Liaz's life, and it leaves it on Henny. They were actually ahead of the flashbang. They thought it was going to blind any players crossing, and so it's very important that Grat delivers that kill. Now it all falls silent, and 100 Thieves think this is too good to be true. They think it's going to be a wrap back to this A site, and it could have been. With a minute left on the clock, Henny could have left Banana and gone towards A, but that is not the world we live in. Henny, patient as ever, waited at Banana. He almost can't believe it, but he gets the bomb down, and 100 Thieves now have to retake in a 2v1. Henny. We have seen this guy deliver us clutch moments before. There's a bit of a trade of this AWP into the low HP Liaz. Grat on the rifle, and Henny with the odds stacked up against him. They trade the AWP out. They don't want it in the retake. Now they've got no utility to help them. That means they need to win these gunfights, and Henny waiting patiently at the ruins, trying to steal the round away. There's the peek from Liaz. It gives over the 1v1. Grat tapping the bomb, hoping that baits the peek, but there's so little time left, and even though he gets the kill, there is not enough time left. It's 12 on the board for FURIA. Henny with a 1v2 to get them there. The lead taken, the money broken for 100 Thieves, and FURIA now at the final stages of this first half, looking to soar ahead.
Yeah, maybe reading into it just that little bit too much, right? Obviously, the early rotate would have been really well timed if Henny had gone back. Liaz left instantly after they killed the player in the CT smoke, but that's left them with nothing. And with time not being the favor of the Thieves, now they got no money either. Mag on Jacob, pistols out. Even Max for FURIA, who aren't exactly rich either, running back up Banana. That's what we see. Most of these most of these executes end in this game on both sides. K-Serato doubles up with the Mac-10, and there's only Azza left inside of B, but FURIA, nothing new here, nothing unsuspecting. Liaz spotting mid. That's the bomb as well. He knows that now this plant is going to be stalled, and the Thieves can make things interesting, but the one man in B puts up no kills, and at this rate, you know the round is lost if you're 100 Thieves. It's just about getting X's, trying to find guns. Passed along. FURIA with a pretty much guaranteed 13th round here. Just taking the grain right at the end of the map, right at the end of the 100 Thieves pick in this series.
I would direct you to the age-old idiom though, Hugo. It's not over till it's over, right? And even though they've got this little freebie to find 13, no one's celebrating until they're 16 on the board. 100 Thieves, they've been at the bad end of the money. They had to take this partial investment here. Now that buy is ready to come back in, and they're ready to give it one last go. Now, difference being, right, when you lose that last one to break the money, it's not the end of the world. You still have more time left. However, if this one doesn't go your way, if this investment doesn't pan out, you're up against 14 and faced with that decision. Do we partial buy, go play for like overtime, or do we just fully force into it? Do we give it everything we've got to try and deny 15 to FURIA? You can see the FURIA fans out in full force, and with good reason, right? This is now the Brazilian team to root for. These are the guys to get behind. And it might not have been the start to the day that they wanted, but on Inferno, things have gone back to normal. Look at Grat. Runs through the apartment, sees the bullets getting spammed, and just charges through anyway and lives to tell the tale. He is now behind enemy lines, so deep, in fact, that I think even Art would respect him for this play, right? Like, he is in T-spawn as Furia are leaving it. Gratisfaction gets the information that he doesn't hear or see anything, and so it is a B play. Vinny running through this smoke. Jacob not ready for it. JKS falling as well, and not getting anything done inside of B. Grat now with this fast flank needs to deliver a lot, and he's got bodies coming his way, but nothing presents itself. And for Liaz, all alone.
Oh, man.
It's just the save, the money broken up against 14, and it's that dreaded scenario that we were talking about.
Yeah, and for Grat to have made all of that ground and then nothing to come off the back of it, surely he could try it again, but the timing works out so well for him there. And if there's one thing we've learned, it's you can't spell art, you can't spell Grat without rat. And definitely those two will find their way into each and every cubby that these maps have to offer.
The crazy thing is, even with that info, nothing really changes for 100 Thieves other than the essential guarantee that it's going to be a B execute. But that's felt like a guarantee in every round of this map so far. We've had like 2 or 3 rounds end A, and we're almost near the end of the map. So, yeah, even with 3B, 100 Thieves, they line up, they get knocked down, and Furia with more executes. This has been one hell of a T side, even though the Thieves won the half. That's not been a worry for Furia, who fought tooth and nail, not wanting to fall to the 100 Thieves, a team they have even just beaten in a BO5 very recently as well. This one starting it maybe a map down, but still looking to steal their opponent's pick. Liaz with the gun goes for the same route that Grat took last time around, pushed deep in the apartments. Grat keeping them occupied in ult. And that buys more time for Liaz to move in. But again, like, what can you do here if you're the Thieves? Okay, rotate B early, sure. You've only got pistols, though. And Liaz, again, with the information that Grat had. Guys, it's B. 4 players over for the Thieves. Furia committing. And this time, the only difference is this is faster. And Furia are slower. Liaz might have the backstab while they're lining up nades. But as I say that, here they go.
Yeah, this is it. This is what the 100 Thieves need to pull off right here.
Oh.
So far, so well. 2 deagle kills. Finally, the flank comes alive. Yuri with 2 and Grat with the final. There you have it. 100 Thieves put a round up on the board that they so desperately needed.
With pistols and AK upgrades inbound. That's a huge cash influx for the Thieves there. And it may not have worked in the last round, but boy, oh boy, does it show up this time.
That might have just saved them. That might have just kept the dream alive, right? Or at the very, very least, delayed the nightmare, right? Delayed that nightmare scenario of up against 15, vying for overtime. You've got a margin for error now. It's not a big one. It's not one that you're going to feel thrilled about, but you can at least sustain one round not going your way and not just have Inferno stripped apart from you. Art fast into the top of mid, but Grat has heard this. He knows that they've gone aggressive. The smoke goes in, and that denies the aggression. Art's going to go through with the AWP, but that's a little overzealous, and Vinny bought down low in the process as well. 100 Thieves. They might be onto something here. A 5-on-4. Furia grinding to a halt. Their attempt at the aggression thwarted, and as they're taking fights down through mid, Henny does get the better of him. And that's given a 4-on-4 back over to Furia. Now 100 Thieves stack everyone, all bar JKS, into this A site, anticipating that this is where Furia look to make their offensive.
Yeah, it's a fair assumption, right? Furia, the first time, well, after that flank comes in, the first time we see them like take mid and push the AWP up early in this half. And that's because they know that, okay, maybe these B plays are getting a bit predictable. Maybe it's getting a bit obvious. But now, going back to it, and the 100 Thieves have read in wrong. They've already realized, though, patching the wound is Gratisfaction with a deep play down middle, trying to flank B once more from a faster route. JKS alone ahead of the smoke. Grat with nades out. He's going to finally pull his gun out in time as he spots Vinny, but traded by Yuri. Opens up a path back to A. That's where Yuri will not consider. He walks into JKS, who doubles down in the site. The sole hold inside of B, and JKS with everyone there. Great stuff.
Yeah, tactical timeout for Furia, and that's because that was it. That was the round that would have put them right where they needed to be to secure this map, but 100 Thieves showing that resilience. Good hold on them. As they're going up a fight there in middle, that leaves a lot to be desired, but still getting it done. Not as smiley here in this map, and you can understand why. It's significantly closer.
Oh, but the same could be said about Furia. You know, that's the thing, right? Like for the Thieves, yeah, you know, you're probably feeling a little bit shaken. You're feeling the pressure. You're feeling the stress of this game because Furia are the ones that are that much closer to taking this map. But now you've broken their money. You've done to them what they've been trying and failing to do to you on this T half. And you've left them with this hero AK, and that's the extent of it. And that there could give over 14 to 100 Thieves. And then this whole game gets really wild. There's a smoke down in mid. Art goes through it again. Now, last time he did this, he fell right away and gave that advantage over. But this time, he gets it right. Deals with Grat. Opens the round up, and now they're looking to accelerate into A. Azza cannot make a stand. And so we're looking at Jacob flash through his own smoke, loses Art, but does get the better of him. And there's JKS coming in to try and save the day. Liaz from the pit with a double of his own. And 100 Thieves, they save that round from 5-on-3 to 3 surviving.
Wow.
14 all, as this game is now tied up. Overtime, a potential. And that's thanks to this bank account that 100 Thieves have. Even if this round gets stripped away from them, they are buying regardless, up against 15, if that were to happen.
Yeah, the one-time Furia break the money of the Thieves. We have an eco win with Deegs and the B stack with that flank from Liaz. Well, you flip it around and look at the one gun of Furia. It's able to get an opener, but everyone's scampering for that gun. Not ready for Azza on long, not ready for Jacob on a fast rotate, and now here it is, the bread and butter, the last 2 rounds of regulation, and K-Serato wants to steal them right back. Entry up B. JKS gone. He's been so stellar holding this site down. But not today. Furia go back to A. They've split them 2-2. This is a great call with so many rounds ending B, and the Thieves managing to hold no matter the amount of players here.
I think Azza just slipped into the cubby.
Yeah.
That puts quite the conundrum on Furia. They already aggressed B. They showed a lot of face there. They brought a fight out. They tried to do the same thing in middle. Now as the smoke dissipates, Azza's going to have to make a difficult decision.
Oh, they've got the read. Grat's just aggressing Banana with the AWP. That's going to call for Jacob to go back through CT. Timing is everything here as it's ticking and talking. Furia getting so close to this A commitment with 5 up. Checking the flank and seeing the AWP might hint towards this triple B setup, or triple A setup rather, but is that going to make Furia doubt themselves? Second guess, you can't afford to at this point. Moto smoke down for Henny, and here comes the commitment.
And the pressure on Furia is greater than that of 100 Thieves right now.
Oh dear.
They're looking to go back towards B. Vinny at the A site alone. Gratisfaction's got to put up a B hold of the ages because there's 25 seconds left and they are running him down. Missed shot on the first, tagged in the head. Grat giving it up. Oh, missed flick, and now they're through CT. They don't hunt him down. Grat has called for the rotates. He needs help here inside of B. That bomb now planted, and it's a 4-on-5 retake. 10 seconds left as that bomb plant came in. 100 Thieves, they don't even look like they're going for it. They're giving the round to Furia. They are giving away 15 and trying to play for overtime.
Yeah, they've not got that loss bonus, right? And even though there's a bit of cash remaining on some of these players, it wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't be everything that's got them to this point. And that's a horrible call to have to make. If Grat even hits a shot, if he gets a 4-on-4, maybe they consider it. Maybe they go for it. And they had a very fast mid push as well that could have been the flank onto Furia, even though they've been expecting it in recent times. But right now, a perfect call to go back towards B. They read into the AWP, being alone in Banana, and that is enough information for Furia to steal a round away with no casualties. Everything everyone needs, no hesitations, no limitations in round number 30, and it's OT or straight to Vertigo.
Yeah, OT or bust. Vertigo a pick of Furia. And they've taken this game, this map into their hands really at 15-14. Now that's more the tune than I wanted right there.
Yeah, man, no, it really does set the mood, right? Like, you've done so well to get it back to this point in time if you're 100 Thieves. You make the horrific call to just give the round over to Furia, to give them 15, to leave them 5 kills away from tying up this best of 5 grand final at 1-1. FURIA, they know how serious this is, right? If it goes to overtime, we run it all back again, and those last 30 rounds barely even matter. It's all smiles for Gratisfaction as we head into round number 30, and this is where things really get exciting. FURIA, what do they have up their sleeve? What do they have prepared? 100 Thieves with an early triple B setup. Grat looking down mid for an opener and looking alt mid. Oh, just misses the timing onto Art, who gets up fast into the apartments. Yuri behind him as well. And the rest of FURIA following in through alt mid. They've brought back Azza from that B site, and that's because Jacob and JKS have aggressed down Banana. They've got early info as to whether or not this is going to be a B play. So it allows for this triple setup back at the A site. Top mid given to FURIA, but that's by design.
And while we've had these fast mid and alt flanks into Banana, 100 Thieves could do it the other way around. They could do the reverse, coming down B to chase these A players. That bomb's still mid, but they're wrapping B. FURIA in the CT spawn right now. Grat still takes the advantage. He's caught chasing back into the site. Vinny with the opener, and it might just end here and now. Double entry, Vinny with a third, and it is falling apart for the Thieves. They're not ready for the deep positions, and JKS, the one man off of that B bomb site, has got to do it all.
Yeah, it would have to have been something spectacular, and that's not the case.